Hello folks, thanks for clicking on this tutorial. This tutorial is brought by MenuHub. It's our product. It sits on all your tables and allows people to hover their phone or scan it to either view your menu or give online reviews. As you can see here, they can give reviews or they can look at your menu, so you can get lots of you're saving money on print materials, and you're also getting more TripAdvisor, Google and Facebook ratings. But let's jump into the tutorial on how to target people for your restaurant or hotel to come to you for their birthday party dinner. So it's a really simple tutorial. I'm going to show you it really quickly. All you have to do is log on to Facebook, click on this button create, and click create ad. Okay, the first thing we're going to do here is, because if you have a website with an online booking system, you'll want to use the objective traffic, and that'll send them, when you click traffic, you want to send them to your website. But not everybody here will have websites, but that's fine. You can change this. If you don't have a website, you can go for the messages option as well. So if you don't have a website, you're going to use this objective. If you do have a website, you're going to use the traffic objective. Okay. For this one, this can be used by anybody. We're going to call this, it's July, so we're going to call this July birthday campaign, and we're going to spend £5 per day. That means if you get one person to come to your if you get one person to come to your restaurant or hotel for their birthday, you've cleared you'll more than likely clear the cost of the campaign, and you're more than likely going to get more than that. So give it that name and click continue. So from here, you're going to scroll down. Now, you're going to, first of all, on the left-hand side, I'll tell you what's going on here. You've got your campaign here on the side. These are the steps we're going to proceed with before the advert is up and running. This is where we'll be doing our work, and this is where Facebook will let us know what type of audience we will be hitting. So for this here, first thing you want to do is you want to target your local area. If you're a restaurant, you probably want to target within 10 miles of your business. If you are a hotel, you may want to target larger. That's totally up to you. But for this here, we're going to do the example of a restaurant. So if I type here, I'm going to type in Belfast. And I'm going to change this to within, it says 17k here. That's in and around 10 miles. Okay. Now, if you want to make that super, get really targeted with that, you can zoom in like this, find your actual restaurant, zoom right in, and say your restaurant was on beside the Ulster Hall. You can click there and add it. Now it lands right on that. And with this option, you can then bring it down to within 1k of your business. So within 1k, there's 60,000 people between the ages of 18 and 65 plus in this area. Now we're going to move this out to about 10 kilometers. So in this area, Facebook says there's 370,000 people in that area. Now we're going to scroll down and narrow that down. Now, because we'll be targeting them with an advert that encourages them to come, we're going to offer them an incentive to come. So we're going to offer them a bottle of bubbly. We're going to have to make this an over 18 targeting base. Okay, so you're going to scroll down. You're going to target both men and women if you want. Right now in this area, there is between 1965, there's 190,000 people who are females. There is 170,000 people who are males. Scroll down. Then finally, you're going to go browse, click demographics, scroll down, and click life events. So from here, you're going to scroll down and click date of birth, and click upcoming birthday. Now, as you see here, if you want to make it run throughout the month or target next month as well, you could do it like this. That can work too. But for this one, I want this to go on autopilot for you. So you can put upcoming birthday, scroll down, and so right now there's 7,100 people with a birthday in the next 7 days. Okay. Now we're going to scroll right down. That's our audience created. We're going to target those people. So how much are you going to spend? You're going to spend £5 per day. Now guys, look, if that sounds too much, you can bring this down to £1 per day if you want it. That's the minimum you can spend, and you'll still hit people. So for £1 per day, you're going to reach 125 to 362 of those people during the day. Now, where is that going? Where is your advert going to land? It's going to land in their news feeds on Facebook and Instagram. So where can you see that? Because if you scroll down through here, you'll see the second spot. It's always a sponsored spot. But you can distinguish an organic post from a sponsored spot by the sponsored subheading here. Now, if I go back, so we are going to land for £1 per day. You could be landing in 125 to 362 of people's phones with birthdays in the next 7 days between the ages of 19 and 65 in this area here. You can make that larger or bigger. If I scroll down, we're going to spend £5 per day because we mean business. I recommend you do this. So we're going to put a start and end date on this. What you're going to do is run this here right up to the end of the month. If you're a very busy restaurant or hotel and this is the one time you're really only going to sit down and do this, you could put this out, you could run this right up to October because it's going to be an evergreen advert. The only downside of that is Facebook doesn't really, in my experience, this isn't fact, but my experience of doing thousands of ads on Facebook, I find Facebook don't really like adverts that run for more than a month. In fact, I find you'll find towards the last week of the month, your advert will tend to get less engagement because I think that's a way of Facebook telling you to, here, look, great job in the advert, but refresh it. We want the advert to be interesting for their users first and foremost. So we'll just stick with the rules and the guidelines and we'll run this here to the end of this month. So every day, for £5, we are going to land in at least 287 people's phones. Now I say phones because 90% of people are on phones and social when looking at social media. But if it's really engaging and people really like it, and you get more comments on it, there's a potential for you to reach upwards of 831 people per day. Now, how to justify that to your boss? If you get one sale, it's probably going to pay for itself. If you get 2 sales, it's probably going to pay for itself. But then remember, if you give this person an excellent experience, the lifetime value of that customer coming back to your restaurant or hotel is going to be much more than the £150, £5 per day, 30 days during a month that we would usually, I recommend you spend on this, okay? So scroll on down, and £5 per day, we're going to target these people. Great job. Now click continue. Now this is the final bit where we create our advert. Now you're maybe thinking, well Pete, I don't have really good photography. I don't have really good videos, things like that there. Don't worry guys, Facebook has stock footage we can use. First of all, you want to select the correct the correct page you want to run the ads on. Now you can connect your Instagram account to this. I recommend this, but if you don't have an Instagram page, don't worry about it. Your advert's still going to appear both in Facebook and Instagram, in the sponsor slots, in the Explore feed on Instagram, and the news feed on Facebook. Now, the advantages of attaching your Instagram account, that means that you'll also get people to be able to click on your advert's heading and go to your Instagram page and perhaps follow you from there. That's the added benefit of adding it. So there's not a crazy downside to not having an Instagram account in this particular situation. So now we're going to create our ad. You can create a carousel or a single image advert. I want to keep this really simple for you guys so you can just do it right now, here and then. So we're going to keep it a single image. Now at this point, you're going to go, worry, I don't have a photographer, I don't have the money for ads. Don't worry. Facebook has set up a relationship with iStock Photo where we can use iStock Photos if we're creating Facebook ads with it. So click on the image you want to use. So click on Account Images, this drop down menu, and click Stock Photos. From here, you'll have loads of stock footage to choose, and it's powered by, Shutterstock, not iStock Photo. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to type in, for this here, I'm going to be using for somebody's birthday, we're going to be offering out a free bottle of bubbly. So I'm just going to write champagne. We'll write champagne and friends, and perhaps it'll bring up an image that will have both champagne and people in it. Because guys, as I recommend guys always, while this is loading, the best content for images you can use is pictures of local people. That's what you want to use. The more local people in your ads, the better they will do, because as people scroll through the news feed, they like to see pictures of their friends, and that's what catches their attention. And if they spot a local person on it, that's more than likely going to catch their attention, read your message, and book in with you. But if you don't, done beats perfect. Here is some amazing photography we can use. Okay, so look, there's loads of different ones you can use. Don't get stuck on, there's no perfect image, guys. You just don't know. So if you see one, go with your gut feeling on that. I always recommend have people and the object in it too, and the object in this is bubbly. So click continue, and now I've got my lovely little image, and if I scroll down, it's going to appear. And now I want to add some text with that, okay? So the text I'm going to add, I've already created it. If you look here, I always type out my copy on in a Word document. Just if you're like myself, not the best spelling in the word, it always makes sure that you have the correct spelling. Now, as you see, I like to make things as easy to read as possible. And you can see here, I have used emojis. Some people and your bosses might think this is not professional, but I've created thousands of ads on Facebook and Instagram, or Facebook, and now with adverts running on Instagram too. I find these get a lot more engagement, and they're easier to read, easier to consume, and they make the advert look a lot more richer than just text. Okay, so now we've got, is it your birthday this week? And here's a wee trick. Why not make, now we're identifying our audience in the first line of the copy to identify them, because this will pop up with their birthday coming up within 7 days, 6 days, 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 1 day. This will appear, okay? But why not make this bold and make it stand out? So if I go copy here and I type in to a new tab, I can type in convert text to bold. What's this cool little move? I click here. Now I can just type in some text here. I accept. I type in text there, and it gives me lots of different variations. Again, we just want to make this a little more richer, slightly more richer than the rest of the sponsored posts that are out there. So there's a better chance we'll catch people's attention. So now this pops out a lot better. So now we've got, is it your birthday this week? Book your dinner with us and get a free bottle of bubbly for your table. Send us a message or pre-book your table or call your phone number. Again, guys, if you have Res Diary or an online booking system, you can put in a link to that there if you want as well. But again, it's not the end of the world if you don't. They can just send you a simple message, which you'll find a lot of people do, as they want to spark conversations in regards to celebrating their birthday at your restaurant or hotel. So here's the terms and conditions, guys. This is the bit that'll settle your boss's nerves, because when you suggest this incentive to your boss, they are probably going to be worried straight away about people pretending it's their birthday, and also, geez, we can't be giving away loads of bottles of champagne. Now that's the thing, we're not giving away champagne, we're giving away bubbly. You guys are in the industry, you know a bottle of bubbly probably costs between £1.50 and £3. If you were to say, I can bring some, if you offer a customer something at £3 that can get them to bring them and a friend, or them and multiple friends, to spend what they would spend on a birthday party meal, it's going to be worth it, okay? And then probably the average spend on a birthday meal is more than the average spend of the general bookings in the restaurant. So here's our terms and conditions. You must pre-book the table to avail the offer. This will settle the operations staff, where they know how many bottles of bubbly they have to have ready before someone arrives. And if then as well, let's not be too strict about it. Don't make it specifically for the person's day that they have to come. We just want to get them in the doors of your restaurant. So if your birthday is within 7 days of the date you wish to dine on, you can still avail of this offer. It's nice, relaxed, makes people don't feel rushed into going at the time that they have to go, on the exact date of their birthday. Now, you can also say, we may ask for proof of date of birth. That's totally up to you when they arrive. If I had a restaurant and they were coming and I had 10 people, the person brought 10 people and said it was their birthday and they want their bottle of bubbly, or they're leaving, I'd be giving them the bottle of bubbly that cost me £2 to buy. Now, you also have to say, obviously your boss might say, well, they just come in themselves. Well, that's fine, because you want to have a bigger spend than that. Well, you can say, must bring a minimum of 2 people and be having at least a main course. That's totally reasonable in the offer, and it'll stop any tire kickers coming in. And as well, you can also say, subject to availability. This means if your restaurant is full on Saturday night, you don't have to accept them on this here. Okay, so we're going to copy this here. That's you covered. So copy this here and go back to your advert and scroll down and click in here. So there we go. We're just fixing our text. And here's a little preview of the one thing we have to do here. We're going to type in birthday plans. You can say birthday plans, you can put it in here, or free bubbly on your birthday. Keep it nice. That's going to catch people's attention now, okay? Is it your birthday? So now we can have a look at what this will look like. So if we click, if you have a wee look here, hit edit here, you'll be able to see, So if we click here, you'll be able to see what your adverts will look like. And if you click here, you can see what it looks like on Instagram now, because Facebook owns Instagram. You can see what it looks like on Instagram Explore feed. And loads of different ones. Now, as you see, you might be worried that you see these Shutterstock watermarks appearing. These won't be on your final. These won't be on your final advert once it gets confirmed. Okay. So, we grammar mistake there, and that's it, guys. It's as simple as that. Now, because we are using the message objective, if you're using traffic objective, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get this wee part here. So what we can do here is we can create a bot that automatically replies to anybody who asks us about this offer. You click send message. So you could use the general one, but we can quickly here create and tailor make this for them. So from clicking this advert. So as you see here, it's going to populate their name, hi, and then insert their name. From here, I'm going to say, we would love to have you dine with us on your birthday. Now, be aware, guys, this little plugin that Facebook uses, it's quite slow to use, even on a quick laptop like my own. So you just have to bear with me as this populates. Now, I told you it took a little longer. So there you go. How can we help? Okay, so now we just add our questions now here. Can I book a table? Can I book a table for my birthday? So as I said, it does take a little longer. You can add questions to this, or answers to this if you want, but I like to keep this for human interaction only. So I'm going to delete the third question. Can I make a larger group booking for my birthday? Okay, these are sort of the two questions you're my experience, you're more likely to be asked. You can add more questions to this. This will just help get back to people really quick and sort of start that relationship at the beginning of the conversation in a really positive note before they come to you. So as I say, this takes a little time to load. There's nothing we can do about it. Now, while this is going, while this is loading, I'm going to tell you another thing that you can do. So we are going to be going out to people who have birthdays coming up. And some of those people might be having birthdays with one person. Someone might want a group birthday in there. Because if you think about it, there's also people that hit save and finish here. Now, this will be tailored. Anytime someone clicks on this, it'll be tailored. Now, think about this, guys. Somebody here might want to book, who sees this, might want to book a large party, you could add in a special offer here. We can go larger group booking. Then you could say book a table for 10 plus and get your desserts for free. It's up to you guys. You can add in things like these here, little incentives to get people to book in for free, and using things that people feel are worth lots to your business, but you can afford to take the hit and giving like a small dessert selection out for free, or maybe this is and get platter of starters on the house. Really easy. So from this here, you're going to be able to get larger bookings. You're giving out some starters. You're probably something like your sort of your chips, your goujons, lots of different things you could be adding out, like appetizers, just some nice breads, things like that there that don't cost you that much, but they are helping you convert a 2-person or a 5-person booking into a 10-person booking. And that's that, guys. It's as simple as that. Now, once you hit, as you see, look, ads that promote alcohol reference must comply with applicable local laws required for the established industry codes, licenses, approvals, and that. So what that's saying is, if you're in America doing this type of advert, you're going to have to put your age limit up in your audience section here. You're going to have to put that above 21. But we put ours at 19, so it should be fine. So click confirm, and in the next in the next 5 minutes to 24 hours, your Facebook advert should be approved by Facebook. You're going to be appearing on Facebook and Instagram, and I think we were talking around 300 people's news feeds a day of who have birthdays come up in the next 7 days. Okay, guys, that's as simple as that is to use. That works. I've used it before with many of my clients. You can also, if you are not a restaurant, you can apply that there. Same tutorial, same principles, and just model it for your own business. So guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope it helps you. If you are, it's free. I'd love you to tag a friend. It could help. And also remember, if you could head over to our website, you can see all about our review hubs and our menu hubs. They're so good. They help people look at the menu without having to buy pieces of paper, but as well, they can give you lots of stats. We can also get lots of reviews. We can also ask people where they're coming from. We can help later on if you're going for awards. We can add in a voting link. These sit in all the tables. They're made out of, they work for restaurants. They work for everybody's phone. People don't need to download an app to use it. It's simple. It's not a booking system. It's simply showing people menus and giving them give reviews as well. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate this. Thank you for your time and have a great day. Bye-bye.